Hi, Omama. Sorry, I've been a little radio silent. It's been a while. Um, Definitely losing Maggie was a little bit harder than I was anticipating, but I'm doing okay. So I just wanted to do a little check-in and let you know that I'm still alive. um, and a lot has happened since the last time I did a video for you. I've had a couple auditions with my new agent. One for a CBC show that I didn't get, and probably a good thing because the character that I had to play was super mean. It, yeah, it was a stretch of my acting skills. I'll tell you that. And I had a commercial audition with Mickey and Oatmeal. It was supposed to be like just like people and their pets, and yeah, they I was supposed to be kind of me just interacting with my pets, just a bunch of like candid shots of me and my dog and my cat. So that was fun to shoot for sure. I had an audition for a theater show out in like the other end of North Vancouver. I didn't get that one, and it's again probably a good thing because they rehearsed 3 nights a week, and I would have been basically leaving work to go straight to rehearsal and then coming home at 11:30 at night. So 3 nights a week for like 2 months straight. Um, but it was definitely a good experience for me to get out and like audition in front of people, which I haven't done since pre-COVID. So that was nerve-wracking. But thankfully they sent me a script ahead of time, so I arrived off book, and I really impressed the director with that. So that's good. Um, I have two new baby rats. My two youngest rats turned one today, and I totally forgot about their birthday. I feel like a terrible mom. I'm just realizing this now. I planned to make them little like mini birthday cake pancakes type things, and I just completely spaced. So I don't think they noticed. But yeah, Winnie and Fern are 1 year old today. And if I want to keep a rolling group of my rats, which I do, I needed to. It was getting kind of time to think about new additions. So I have two new babies. They were born on I think July 19th, so they're well almost 8 weeks old, like 7 weeks old, something like that. And their names are Hazel and Nova, and they're super sweet. They are very cuddly already, very social, and like itty bitty. They're so cute. So they have to be in quarantine for a little bit. I can't introduce them to my current three until they're supposed to do a 2 week quarantine where they're like separate airspace. They're in the bedroom and these girls are in the living room, and I have to like change my shirt and wash my hands in between each cage to prevent cross contamination. And then once the 2 week quarantine is over, then I can introduce the two groups, and hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes okay and they can all go into the big cage all together. So I'll keep you updated on that, but that's super exciting. What else? Sabrina came over for a visit last weekend, second last weekend before school starts for her. So she came over and we went shopping. I don't know if you can see behind me, but I bought storage cube things. Oh, hang on a second. I'm using a new camera thing. Go away. There we go. Ah, I'm getting used to this thing. But I bought storage cubes, so now our blankets are nice and organized instead of a big pile. The bookshelf was nicely organized, but then Justice took a couple books. He's away this weekend, and he took a couple books with him, and it knocked them all down. But my books are all up there. What else did I buy? I think that was it. Oh, I bought a new shoe rack. That's what it was. So I bought a new rack for our shoes because two shelves was not doing it. We needed a third shelf. So we got a new shoe shelf. But yeah, so we went shopping. The baby rats came on the Saturday that she was here. So we kind of spent the evening kind of just hanging out with the rats. And then on Sunday, what did we do? We went to the barn. No, we went to IHOP. We went to International House of Pancakes for breakfast, Then we went to the barn. I'm still going to the barn pretty much every weekend, almost every weekend, because I'm riding Maya still. So we went to the barn, and I had a pretty good ride on Maya. We're struggling a little bit with trying to get her to canter. She doesn't like to pick up the correct lead when we're cantering, so I'm kind of working with her on that a little bit. And then we went shopping again. We had to buy her some new pants because she grew. Like, she's taller than she was a year ago, which, I mean, go figure. She's a kid. She's gonna grow, but it just not an alarming rate. So we went and bought her some pants, and of course it's impossible to find women's pants that fit nicely, that don't feel like you're, being squished like a can of sardines. So we ended up getting her a pair or two of men's pants, which have pockets. Go figure. I'm kind of jealous, and I wish I'd picked up a pair or two for myself. So this kid's going into her second year of high school with friggin' pockets. I'm stoked for her. Anyway, so yeah, we went shopping at the mall, and then we came back here, and we got our nails done. They look black, but they're really a deep, deep, deep purple color. And Sabrina was hoping to get like a magenta type pink, purple, something or other. But they came out hot pink, like the color that my hair was last October. So neither one of us really got the color that we were expecting, but we both think that they look cute, right? And I kind of, for Halloween, I'm thinking about getting black nails with spider webs on them. So we'll see if maybe that happens. Anyway, we got our nails done. We came back here. Justice and I are playing Dungeons and Dragons with a group that we found online. So we had a little game of Dungeons and Dragons. And then on Monday, I had a doctor's appointment first thing in the morning. And then Sabrina and I went to a couple different game stores, like board game stores, which coincidentally have dice for Dungeons and Dragons. So we went and drooled over dice sets for a little bit. I have become quite the dice collector. I'll show you my collection in a second. So I got a new set. Sabrina got a new set. We looked at some board games, but like she was heading home on the Monday, so I didn't want to go and buy a board game that we weren't going to be able to play. So yeah, we went to 2 different game stores. Then we came home to grab her suitcase. And then we went to another mall. We went to Park Royal Mall and kind of hung out there for a little bit. We went to Indigo, and I got the latest book in the series that I really like. And then we went to, where else did we go to? Oh, we went to Michael's. She had to pick up some stuff. She's gotten into clay making. I don't know if you've seen or talked to her, seen any of her creations, but like she's making like clay sculptures, and damn, she's good. Like, I have commissioned her as a birthday present or Christmas present to make me a necklace out of clay. I want it to look like a D20, a dice from Dungeons and Dragons, but like, she's so good. So yeah, she bought some stuff for the clay stuff that she's been making. And then, fun fact, as we were leaving Michael's to go head to the bus to get to the ferry terminal, I decided to roll her suitcase for her just to be nice. I was holding her suitcase for her and rolling it behind me, and we're crossing the street, and I go to step up onto the curb, and I rolled my ankle, and I was in so much pain. I was spewing every swear word I could think of at the top of my lungs. I literally, kid you not, thought I had broken my foot. But I walked it off. I was okay. Just, hurt my pride, I guess. So Sabrina was like, I'll roll my suitcase. And I'm like, I'm just trying to be a nice host. And carry your stuff for you. But apparently I'm too clumsy to do that. So, yeah, so that was fun. And then, yeah, Sabrina went home, and I had to go to work, like, the very next day. So, it was a good weekend, though. Oh, and the weekend before that, I was very, very ill. I was convinced I had COVID. I was so sick. I was bedridden for the entirety of the Sunday. I was drifting in and out of consciousness. I don't really remember much of the day. I know that Justice brought me soup a couple times, and water and tea. But I, trying to make it from the bed to the bathroom, which, I've done a house tour. You know how tiny my apartment is. It's not that much to get to the bedroom, or get from the bedroom to the bathroom. But I was like shaking, grabbing onto furniture, and like Justice had to hold my arm and like help me to the toilet because I could hardly stand. Never actually puked, just super tired, like the worst cold I've ever had. Monday, at like 11 o'clock, I mustered up the strength to go get a COVID test. I could not leave the house on Sunday. I barely made it to the testing center and back on Monday, and I got back home and just crashed again. Was out for a couple hours. And then surprisingly, I got my COVID test like within 6 hours. It was super fast, and it was negative. And I'm going, you sure? You might want to run that again, because I'm pretty sure I'm dying. But lo and behold, I woke up to the Tuesday morning. I took the Tuesday off work. I got somebody to cover my shift. And I woke up Tuesday morning, and I still had a little bit of a sore throat, and I was a little bit congested. But the body aches and the chills and everything else was completely gone. Like I guess I just needed 48 hours of laying in bed, and I was fine. But I got up Tuesday morning, and I had 2 days worth of pent-up energy all in one go. So I spent a good 2.5 hours deep cleaning the house. Like I washed all the dishes, I wiped down the counters, I wiped down all the cupboards, I dusted, I vacuumed, I gathered up all the cobwebs, I rearranged, I think I rearranged all the rat supplies, I changed the bed sheets, I washed the blanket, and what else did I do? I did like a whole bunch of like intense cleaning all in one go. So that was fun. And then I went out. Somehow I still had energy. I went out to the liquor store and I bought Justice a 4-pack of Guinness, which is one of his favorite beers, as a thank you for taking such good care of me. So he got home from work and there was beer in the fridge and he was a happy boy. But yeah, because like he brought me soup, he brought me tea, he came in and like changed the blankets when they were soaked in sweat. And like sat down beside me and like rubbed my head and just made me feel so much better, even though I thought that I was dying. So I wanted to do something nice for him. So he's a good boy. He took good care of me, and I love him very much. And he even remembered. I didn't remember until the next day when I found it on the bedside table, but he remembered the Sunday flower streak. He brings me a flower every single Sunday, and he has for 4.5, almost 5 years now. And so he kind of woke me up out of sleepy half consciousness on the Sunday and was like, here you go. And I kind of took it and I was like, went to eat it thinking it was a snack. And he's like, no, hon, it's a flower. And I'm like, oh, thanks. And I like went back to sleep. So he like put it on the bedside table. But yeah. So anyway, what else? So I'm alive. That's good. I still have a little bit of congestion. It's like 2 weeks later. I still have a bit of congestion, and I wake up in the mornings with a sore throat. My COVID test was negative, and I'm completely fine otherwise, and I'm double vaxxed. Well, that was the other thing. I got my second vaccine. It went a little bit better than the first time. I definitely... The cat is meowing so much. I wasn't able to book it for first thing in the morning, so I had to do it after work one day. So, of course, I had all day at work to obsess about it and think about it and have anxiety. But when I got there, because I knew what had worked the first time to kind of get past my phobia, I kind of sat the nurse down and I was like hyperventilating and trying to talk over my, anxiety. And I kind of said, look, like, I need you to not touch me until I expressly give you permission to. I need you to break things down into steps, roll up my sleeve, and then wait. And then I'll tell you to swab my arm, and then wait. And then I'll tell you do the needle, and we're done, right? And I should have reiterated, when you do when I say go to do the needle, do it immediately. You have about a 3-second window before I change my mind. So that happened. So I was like, okay, she swabbed the arm. I was like, okay, psych myself up. I'm like, okay, go, do it. She's like, yeah, are you sure? And then she goes, do you want me to count down from 3, or do you want me to just tell you to take a deep breath? And I'm like, I don't care. And I can feel the panic rising. And she's like, okay. And I'm like, nope. And like instantly it was like a switch flipped. I was doing so good and I lost control. It took me a good, 3 or 4 minutes to calm down again. And then I kind of said to her, like, okay, when I say go, I mean go. She's like, okay. So I said go. She's like, deep breath, stab me. And it was the first time that I got it was super fast. This time was a fraction of how long it was. I can't begin to describe how quick it was. And she was amazing. Like, I had did my little cathartic cry of like, oh my god, it's over. And she was putting the Band-Aid on. She's like, you did it. I'm so proud of you. And kind of had this like moment afterwards where I kind of, calmed myself down and went, okay, nothing bad here happened. I'm trying to get over a phobia. I did good. So yeah. So I got my second shot, and now I just really hope that there's no boosters, because God, it's so much for me to go through. And Justice was also there with me again, and we went for ice cream again afterwards because I'm a child and I need a bribe. So that was fun. Oh, I'm painting a wine rack from IKEA for the rats to climb on. Let me go get it. Okay, so ignore the mess here a little bit. I'm kind of in the middle of a bunch of different projects, but this is the wine rack here. So it's from IKEA, and I painted it to match I got a little bit of a purple and green color theme going on in the cage right at the moment. So yeah, this is what I've got so far. And now I just have to purchase Mod Podge from Michael's to kind of coat it, and get it kind of sealed a little bit so that if they do pee on it, I can easily like wipe it down and I don't have to worry about like ruining the wood. I've also got my sewing machine out because I've been doing some new hammocks for the rats. I made one. It's in the baby rat's cage, which they are in right now, so I can't show you. But yeah, I'm doing that. But anyway, so yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that is new with me. Yeah. I am gonna take off. It is kind of late, and I was in the middle of watching a movie. But I kind of had this realization of like, I haven't done a video for Omama in a while, so that I would do a very long video of me just talking, because who doesn't love hearing me talk? I'll keep you updated. Oh, I have another audition coming up for the same company that, the same theater company that put on Rapunzel 2 years ago now. Holy crap. Yeah, same company that did Rapunzel is doing another panto, and I have an audition for that next week, so I'll let you know how that goes. Really crossing my fingers because I need some fun in my life, and pantomimes are very fun. So, yeah. I think that's it. I will talk to you soon and continue to cross my fingers that this goddamn pandemic is over and done with soon, so I can come visit and give you a big hug, because man, I miss your hugs. So, but in the meantime, I love you, I miss you so much, and call me when you get this, because I can't wait to hear your voice. I love you. Mwah!